All the things we used to be, we were so.
We slimy, we grimy.
Breathing out more fire than a dragon fight.
Each and every one of us is born to perform.
Stir it like coffee. Play fight, play fight.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Built in the Valleys podcast. I am your host, Darrell Evans, AIC Records, and today we have the awesome TokeYoIsh on the podcast. Now, TokeYoIsh, you've been a Valleys boy all your life?
That is true, yeah.
Yeah. Grown up in the Valleys?
Yep.
Seen some shit?
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah. What's the most Valleys thing you've ever seen?
The yam.
For without giving away people's names or anything like that, what is the yam for people who have never heard of it?
Okay, so we'll call the guy Griff. Let's not give away too much. I heard stories from Darrell and everyone that this person obviously has a cock shaped like a yam. Let that visual sink in for a minute. And I got curious one day, and we were at a party over his mother's, Darrell's mother's, having a bit of drink, and this motherfucker just strips naked and gets in the hot tub. I didn't see anything, so I just walked over to the hot tub and I was like, hey, go on, get up, let me see. And he showed it to me and I ran. It was fucking huge, it was misshapen, and it was terrifying. Yeah, that's the yam.
Wow. That's good. Okay. If your music was a Valleys town, where would it be?
Oh, that's hard. Probably Lewis, because I guess to say home is where the heart is, and I kind of put my heart and soul into all my music.
Yeah.
And currently I live in Lewis, so yeah, home is where the heart is. So yeah, Lewis.
What would your little village be called?
Lewis.
My
little village.
Your little village. In Lewis.
Oh.
It would be called
fucking hell.
TokeYoville.
In TokeYoville. Maybe TokeYoville. We'll go with TokeYoville because I can't think of anything better.
What's one thing listeners would be shocked to hear about you?
Shocked to hear about me. If you don't know me, I guess that my favorite, well, not my favorite artist, but one of my favorite artists is actually Taylor Swift. Yeah, I've got pretty much anything she's ever recorded on either disc or digital. So yeah, that's something they'd probably be shocked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't seem like a Swiftie.
I like pretty much most of the girly bops, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Demi Lovato, Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, you do love that stuff, don't you?
I do, yeah.
If your friends could describe you using 3 emojis, what emojis do you think they would use?
Emojis, bloody hell. Probably a rat. Because that's just what I like. Or something that's like energetic, like a battery. Duracell bunny type shit.
Alright, yeah, cool.
And probably just the weed leaf. Yeah. That motherfucker, yeah.
So what was the first one?
The first one, what the fuck was the first one? I don't know. What did we say for the first one? A rat. Yeah,
a rat. A battery.
And a weed
Leaf.
leaf, yeah. Probably, yeah.
Explain the Valleys to someone living in, the opposite side of the world. How would you describe the Valleys to them?
It's weird. It is just weird. So the Valleys is unpredictable. You know, like you never really know what you're going to get on a given day because people around here are just nuts. In the best way, you know, like it's like one big massive family where you might see 2 people fighting over anything. Fucking, oh, you snorted the last of my fat, punch up. Or you told 2 girls to get the fuck out of the way when their big brother father was there.
Yeah.
You know, anything can happen.
Yeah. So how long have you been making music?
Making music since about 2020, so yeah, about 5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
And how has it changed in the Valleys since you started?
I was a change in the Valleys.
So 6 years ago now, isn't it?
Yeah, so I didn't actually start making music in the Valleys. I was in not even England, Scotland, when I first started making music. So yeah, it was, the scene up in Scotland is vastly different to the Valleys. I'll say that for one. But I've not noticed too much change in the Valleys because I guess only really the last 2 years of actually being around the valleys doing music full time, maybe 3 years at a push. So yeah, I haven't really noticed any change because I've not been around long enough to really notice it.
Cool. How important is community support to your journey?
Our community support is massive. I mean, all the gigs we do are literally within the community. You know, we have a strong fan base anyway, and they try to make it to every show. But we're constantly trying to grow that. So we're trying to get support from the community. We're trying to basically show them by posting up in groups, you know, just showing people that we are putting these events out there. And hopefully the community wants to get involved, wants to get in there, and just wants to come on this journey with us and support it along the way.
What other Valley artists should people be paying attention to?
Oh, there's tons really in there. Well, I'm obviously going to highlight a lot of the AIC guys right here, so let me just spiel them off for a minute. Ben Wills, Kiki Too Good, Kelly D, Easy D, Rhythmix, Daryl Evans, Silent Beats, Cave Flow, all them lot, but really other Valley rappers. I'm trying to think actually who the boys are from the Valleys, because most of them aren't in the Valley. Probably Sheldon the Rapper and Too Complex. They're two goldies right now, yeah.
Cool. You create a track. What's the process behind it? You know, beats, bars, mood, message. How do you lay out how you're gonna make a song?
So the process, well, I listen. So I just listen to a bunch of beats, whether they're ones I've sourced through the studio, whether one means I'll listen for the beats I have available to myself, and I'll see which one first all strikes my fancy, which one do I vibe with the most. Just a process of putting words down. So I'll just listen to the beat, I'll freestyle, and when something hits, I'll write that down. And I don't really have a predetermined theme or topic. And my emotions, my mood, and the way I feel about the music kind of just push me in that direction as a coherent message, or sometimes it comes out as just verbal diarrhea, more just lyrical flex than anything else, and that's fine too, you know. So basically I just write what comes to mind and just let it flow naturally.
Have you got any rituals that you do, you know, how to like psych yourself up or anything before you start recording or performing?
Oh, okay. Before recording, we like to do a little freestyle session usually. And to be honest, that's the main warm-up, just freestyling, getting your voice used to it. You know, you want to make sure you're nice and warmed up. So you're doing your best work when you get into the booth. Performing, I don't really have a ritual as such. I kind of thrive off the whole idea of performing anyway. I think that's where I put probably the element of music that I enjoy the most. It's just being up in front of a crowd and just enjoying the vibe and just spitting out my music. So yeah.
Where do you want your music to take you?
Well, where do I want my music to take me? I didn't say anything other than the very top, you know? I want to one day be remembered as one of the best that ever did it. I won't be in the same conversation as Eminem. I won't be in the same conversation as all these goats. I want to be on literally the top of Mount Goatmore. So yeah, I'm coming for the crown kind of thing.
You mentioned a few artists then. What would be your dream collab? Would that probably be Taylor Swift then?
No, my dream collab would probably be, it depends on what type of vibe I'm going for. If I'm going down the more rappy side of things, I want to go with someone like Token. Token would definitely be a dream collab. He's an amazing lyricist. Some of the best wordplay we've seen in the game. And just switch up flow and he just hits any beat and just makes it his absolute own. And then if we're going down more my pop punk route, down more the route of my new album, I'd probably go for what band's even still going is the question. State Champs. State Champs, it has to be State Champs. Yeah, amazing band. One of my favorite pop punk bands of all time.
So let's say if you achieve those dreams now, you have lots of money and everything, what would you want your legacy to be in the valleys? Like, would you I don't know, build a library or, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like something that people are going to remember you by further than just your music.
Yeah.
You know, George Foreman was a fighter, but he also had the George Foreman grills. He's made more money with that than he ever did in fighting. So
exactly.
That's hard. It probably would just be within the entertainment business and industry itself. So I'd probably try to push for schemes, maybe set up some workshops for people to get into music, have access to maybe professional studio time. I'd probably invest in AIC. I'm signed to AIC, but I would probably become hopefully a shareholder in that and push some funds into that, because AIC could push into a massive movement and we just kind of all put a little bit of funding in once we got it and just keep pushing forward in the direction we're going right now.
Awesome. If you could create a Valley's Avengers team, what would be their superpowers and why?
Okay, now that's a crazy question. I think Kiki would turn to a big lesbian T-Rex. Kiki LTR. So yeah, and she just fucking eat all the bigots, like, you know.
Be a class.
Yeah, you know, it's like, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Stephen, and Kiki just like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, fucking have you. Ben, what would Ben be like? To be honest, I think Ben, red-eye Jedi, so he'd probably just shoot lasers out his eyes because he's stoned all the time, innit? Man, like,
Stony One Kenobi.
yeah, Stony Wan Kenobi. Fucking, I think Dent would be like the Riddler type guy, and he just makes them all fucking laugh and piss themselves.
He's
The comedian, because he can do all accents and stuff.
He's the bad guy.
Yeah, he can kind of like just shift into other people because he's really good with accents and he can play all different characters.
All right.
You'd probably be like the Tony Stark type because you're kind of like the leader, aren't you? So at the same time, you're also an absolute nutcase, so I think you'd be something a little bit more as well. Sheridan would be the fucking Hulk. Sheridan would be the Hulk. Guaranteed. Yeah. And I think I'd just be like Ant-Man or something.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go for rapid fire questions.
Okay.
No thinking.
Mhm.
Favorite. Just go straight for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite snack.
Oh, Ben put it on to me the other day. It was Bailey's and vanilla ice cream.
Favorite song.
Favorite song, 22 by Taylor Swift.
Favorite album.
Favorite album, the Red Album by Taylor Swift.
Favorite artist.
Token.
Favorite artist from the Valleys.
Ooh, Sheldon the Rapper.
Favorite song you like to perform.
Oh, I love to perform for Media Target.
Favorite lyric.
Favorite lyric that I've spat or the favorite lyric of ever all time? Fuck, that's hard.
Favorite lyric that you spat.
Favorite lyric that I've spat. Little Piggy went to market. Big Bad Wolves tried to start shit. So Little Piggy departed. Before he became a Media Target. Yeah.
Favorite moment in the studio.
Favorite moment in the studio. We were doing a freestyle. I'm not going to say what we said, but we all said some obscenely hilarious jokes in the freestyle. That was very dark humored, and we just kind of evolved into pissing ourselves laughing instead of freestyling towards the end. But it got pretty dark and pretty fucking funny.
Favorite Valleys phrase.
Favorite Valley's phrase. Fucking like dozy twat. I love that.
Favorite thing about being from the Valleys.
Being from the Valleys. I guess because even though I'm not got the most Welsh accent, when I do go over to England, they all still go, I love your Welsh accent. And that's a great thing, you know, like it's good to have a kind of like an exotic accent almost.
Favorite place in the Valleys to go and clear your head.
Clear my head. Be honest, anywhere in the Valleys because it's all green, it's all fucking beautiful. So take your fucking pick.
Favorite guilty pleasure track.
Guilty pleasure track. Oh, that's hard as fuck. I don't even have a guilty pleasure track because I'll admit straight up I like Taylor Swift. So, but probably anything by Taylor Swift.
Favorite meme.
Favorite meme. It's basically a dog with it's like a human face with a dog kind of like snout on it, and it's a Snapchat message that as a selfie, and it says, "Let me sniff your wares." I love that.
How did growing up in the Valleys help shape your sound now?
Help shape my sound now. I guess just not really being in the Valleys, but the people that I've been around in the Valleys. So like I've had a lot of mentorship, obviously, through AIC Records, through the friends and connections I've made within music. So I guess just the positive people in the Valleys and the like-minded individuals I've met along the way.
What's one thing people outside the Valleys don't understand about this area?
Don't understand about this area. That we don't shag sheep. We actually don't. You know, like... Well, you guys do.
What would your fan base be called? Like, you know, the Swifties or whatever, you know, like that. What would your fan base be called?
The Tokettes. Yeah, Tokes and Tokettes.
If you could steal one artist's voice for a day, who and why?
Adam Levine, because he has the most amazing range and a great singing voice. That was too fast for an answer, fucking hell.
What's the most unhinged thing you've done after the gig?
Most unhinged thing I've done after a gig? During the gig and after the gig. So during the gig, got really pissed off. 2 bottles of red wine and a holy amount of shots. Ran into the bathroom to help a girl and ended up falling and hit my head on a urinal. and then getting home and throwing up all on Ben's living room floor.
Standard night out.
I almost fell asleep in the kitchen.
I was going to say, I just mentioned Myrtle Labour Club.
Oh,
You got the coolers off the...
oh yeah, doing Myrtle Labour Club was probably the most unhinged shit as well.
Yeah.
I tried pulling Ben's mother.
No.
Yes.
They mental, it was fucked.
And then we went on a night out after, me and Ben.
Literally, walking from Myrtle Labour Club to fucking coolers. I'm in the middle of being sick. Dad walks along and starts pissing on my sick.
Oh yeah.
I'm in the middle of spoons. It's just stood there on the piss trying to wash away all my sick.
Yeah, I did. I pissed in Ben's sick. Yeah, Ben was being sick by the bus station.
No, he was under the bridge.
Was it under the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, it was under the bridge, and yeah, I started pissing on it. Yeah. Yeah, I washed it away though.
Exactly.
Yeah, no evidence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, that's probably the most unhinged thing, yeah, so far. That I can think of anyway. There's probably a million other things. But yeah, off the top of my head, yeah, those two.
Okay. We're going to listen to a couple of your songs now.
Okay.
We're going to listen to E-Girls Got Me Down Bad.
Okay.
Tell people a little something about the song. Introduce your song.
So E-Girls Got Me Down Bad. So it was my first single, kind of in the new direction. Not new direction, because we're kind of doing both ways, but one of the new directions of TokeYoIsh. E-Girls Got Me Down Bad. It's kind of on the topic I would love is more transactional, it's digital nowadays, and you love someone through a video camera more than through scrolling through your phone, and you actually love someone physically nowadays. Friendship's temporary, and people kind of just do everything for their own personal gain and their own self-esteem. So it kind of just delves in them topics and just tackles them in a satirical way, more of a self-depreciating way. So yeah, this is E-Girls Got Me Down Bad.
Okay, we're going to listen to your song now titled Media Target. Tell the guys about that song.
Yeah, Media Target. So basically Media Target's on about journalism and the just pure state of journalism nowadays. You know, everyone's using AI, misinformation is spread because people aren't proofreading, and journalists are more interested in the media is just more interested in the headline rather than actually spitting out the truth and making sure everyone's well informed and the news is actually topical, credible, and actually relevant. So yeah, Media Target really just talked about how if you try to succeed in this industry or in life in general, there's always someone who's going to just try and bring you down, and usually in a way of media. So yeah, this is Media Target.
Okay, and we're going to listen to now your first single with AIC Records. Who's he? Tell the guys about that.
So Who's he? Actually, I'll give a little story about when I was writing it. So we found the beat for it, and I was enjoying the beat, and I was sat there with Ben, and I went to him, I don't really know what kind of flow to go with this. And he went, you know what? Have you heard of Whoop-Dee by CJ? And I was like, I have heard that song, Whoop-Dee by CJ. And he was like, listen to that. And he went, and then just go from there. I listened to that, and then Who's he came out. You know, the chorus is not similar to the point where it's like the same, but like the whole Who's he was really just kind of brought along by the Whoop-Dee motion. You know, Whoop-Dee, tell my son it's a movie, kind of shit. So yeah, but the song Who's he is more just kind of like the initial shout out, like, yo, I'm here. Let me kind of show you what the hell I'm all about. Spit a few bars and basically just say, fuck you, I'm here to stay, immediately. So yeah, it was more of a statement than anything else. It was never meant to be a serious track, as it was more just being meant to be just almost like a cypher with a hook, but by myself. It's weird. Oh, by the way, this is Who's he. Awesome.
Okay, it's been wonderful to have you on here.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure being on the podcast.
I hope you enjoyed yourself,
I've
and
had
I
a
hope
fucking
we'll have
great
you
time.
back for some more stuff.
We will.
So thank you very much, TokeYoIsh. This has been Built in the Valleys podcast with Darrell Evans. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much, guys. Take care. Out.